here on the Louisiana Hayride. His name is Hank Williams, the drifting cowboy.
On the Grand Ole Opry, Bill Monroe and his Bluegrass Boys.
Hi, this is Emmylou Harris.
Hi, folks. This is Sam Bush.
Hello, this is Odetta.
This is Joan Baez, and you're listening to the WoodSongs Old Time Radio Hour.
And now, gather the family around and sit back in your easy chair. It's time again for the WoodSongs Old Time Radio Hour, our worldwide celebration of grassroots music. Let's welcome folk singer Michael Jonathan.
Was in the spring, one sunny day, my sweetheart left me. She went away. Well, she's gone, and I do not worry, 'cause I'm sitting on top of the world. Mississippi River, so deep and wide, I got a good gal on the other side. But now she's gone, and I do not worry, 'cause I'm sitting on top of the world. You don't like my peaches, boy, don't shake my tree. Get out of my orchard, let my peaches be. Well, she's gone, and I do not worry, 'cause I'm getting on top of the world. One more time, Sharon. It was in the spring, one sunny day, my sweetheart left me, she went away. Well, she's gone, but I do not worry, 'cause I'm sitting on top of the world.
WoodSongs is presented in part by our family of WoodSongs partners, by the Kentucky Department of Tourism and VisitLex.com, inviting people from all over the world to visit our lakes, mountains, parks, sports, music, and art festivals, and more. You can explore everything Kentucky has to offer your family vacation online at KentuckyTourism.com. And by the Martin Guitar Company, building handcrafted guitars for professionals and front porch pickers since 1833. Online at martinguitars.com.
And welcome everybody to the beautiful and historic Lyric Theater here in our hometown of Lexington, Kentucky. We are broadcasting worldwide from Australia to Ireland, New Zealand to New York, Yuma, Arizona, across the Yukon and Alaska and Canada. We're celebrating this amazing world of beautiful, wonderful, rustic, raw, grassroots, urban and rural music. It's we liken WoodSongs to a grand multimedia front porch. Artists come from everywhere to be on our broadcast, and we say it every week. You don't have to be famous to be on WoodSongs. You just have to be very, very good. And that is certainly the case of both of the artists that are true, genuine American blues masters. If you love the blues, this is the show. So put on your seatbelts and get ready. First up is a legend in the world of the blues. He comes from great DNA. He's the grandson of R.L. Burnside. He's carrying the mantle of the blues in such an honorable and pristine way. He's a master musician. He's got a great album called Hill Country Love. This is a tune off that album called Closer. Please welcome the amazing Cedric Burnside to the WoodSongs Old Time Radio Hour.
My faith you tested out here every day. My faith you tested in every way. I fall short on you, Lord, on some day. Please forgive me, Lord, every day I pray to get closer to you, to get closer to you, to get closer to you, to get closer. Every single day. Please forgive me for my welly way. I keep an eye beside me just in case. I wanna be just like you till I die. If I fail you, Lord, forgive me till I try to get closer to you, to get closer to you, to get closer to you, to get closer.
All right. From his album Hill Country Love, Closer is a song. Cedric Burnside, it's nice to have you back. This is a return visit for you. We're so grateful. We admire you so much, and your background is incredible. Let's go back to you as a youngster, and you're learning how to play music. You're just barely 11, 12 years old, right? So what was happening at that age where you started picking up the musical DNA from your grandfather?
Well, besides, I'm born with it in my blood. I just remember my big dad and them doing house parties, just about every other weekend. And
now you refer to R.L. Burnside as Big Daddy. So when we hear you
talking
about, you're talking about
my big daddy R.L.
The man. All right, go ahead.
And I was about 6, 7 years old, and I just remember listening at that music and falling in love with it as a young child. I was one of many grandchildren. Watching the music, and I think I was the only one just in amazement, like, wow, I am going to play that music, someday.
And as it turned out, your grandfather, Big Daddy, loved having you play with him. So you're 13 years old, and you're taken to Canada. So what happened there? What's going on there?
Yeah, well, I had a bunch of butterflies, I have to say.
This is your first gig, right?
Well, I had been playing in the juke joints. I started playing in the juke joints when I was about 10.
Now, isn't that just a little not legal? Just a little bit?
Yeah, you're right.
So how does a 10-year-old pass for someone who can go into a juke joint?
But we was the band.
Yeah.
It was me, my uncle Cedric Burnside. He was 12, I was 10, and yeah, they was hiding us behind the beer coolers, for the police wouldn't send us home. So we was the band.
But weren't you on stage playing? I mean, didn't everybody see you playing?
Yeah, they saw me, but they also let me know when the police were coming in. So
you'd run back.
So I had to run behind the beer cooler.
Did you ever get caught? Did Big Daddy ever get caught taking you into a juke joint, or a bar, or a club?
He did not. Fortunately, he did not.
Well, let's give some props to Big Daddy for that.
Good teacher.
You're right. Well, that in itself is a big story. So you're 13 years old. You're in Canada. This is kind of your first professional, real, you're on the road gig, right?
Correct.
So what was happening that night? What do you remember from that night? 13 years old. This is a big deal. He's a big deal in the world of blues.
Well, I definitely remember having butterflies. I have to say, I wasn't used to playing to such a big crowd. I was only used to playing in the juke joints. Mm-hmm. And I have to say, I wasn't used to playing to a predominantly white crowd, and so I didn't know how, they was going to like the music. I was asking my big dad, I was like, is they going to like it? He was like, no, just do what you do. Just do what you do, and it's going to be all right. And after the first song, everybody started clapping and whistling, and I was like, all right then, and, butterflies went away, and I've been doing it ever since. The rest is history.
Well, you've got an amazing history. We're going to talk more about it in the second half hour. We want to describe more what the juke joint atmosphere is like. Bobby Rush has been on the show several times. He's described it a lot, but I would love to get your description of it too. So you've got an album that came out a couple years ago. It's called I Be Tryin'. This is a tune called What Makes Me Think It Is the amazing Cedric Burnside on the WoodSongs Old Time Radio.
My woman told me I've been doing her wrong. I said, baby, no. That's not what's been going on. But you did it before, she said. But you did it before, she said. What make me think you won't do it again? What made me think it home? What really, really, really make me think you won't do it again now home? I made a mistake before. Things was going fine. I learned my lesson, baby. Learned my lesson the last time. I don't believe you no more, she said. I don't believe you no more, she said. What make me think you won't do it again? What make me think it home? What really, really, really make me think it won't do it again now home? I don't believe you no more, she said. I don't believe you no more, she said. What make me think you won't do it again? What make me think it's home? What really, really, really make me think you won't do it again now home? What really, really, really make me think you won't do it again now home?
From his album I Be Tryin', What Makes Me Think, Cedric Burnside, and powerful drums by Joseph Johnson on the back there, doing a great job. Pounding that one. Pounding the one. If you want to know more about the music of Cedric Burnside, make his music part of your home music collection, you just visit the WoodSongs website, click on the archive page. This is show number 1108. You find out more about Cedric Burnside as well as our next artist, and she has got a fantastic project out. She is a master blues artist. You're going to hear her voice here shortly, but her new album is about a legendary, iconic blues master herself. It was a woman named Memphis Minnie, who she was a magnificent guitar player, and she even outplayed Big Bill Broonzy in a contest. And she had back in 1927 there was this massive flood in Mississippi, and 2 years later she recorded a song that became quite famous at the time. So this is her voice. We want you to hear what Memphis Minnie sounded like and how she influenced the world of rock and roll. Now that was 1929. In 1970, Led Zeppelin picked that song to include on their fourth album. There's an amazing track, John Bonham, amazing drummer, Robert Plant playing harmonica on this Memphis Minnie song. The amazing Memphis Minnie, and we're going to give tribute to her on this wonderful album called When the Levee Breaks, the music of Memphis Minnie in the hands and voice of this incredible artist. She's going to do a song off the album called Me and My Chauffeur Blues. Please welcome Candace Ivory to the WoodSongs Old Time Radio Hour.
chauffeur. I want to see my chauffeur. I want him to drive me. I want him to drive me downtown. 'Cause he drives so easy. You know that I can't turn him down. No, I don't want him. No, I don't want him to be riding these other gals, to be driving these other gals around. Oh no. So I'm gonna steal me a pistol, shoot that chauffeur down. Yeah, I'm gonna buy him. Yes, I'm gonna buy him a brand new V8, a brand new V8, boy. And he don't need no passengers. I will be his load. All right, tell me. Chauffeur, drive me around, drive me around the world. Then he can be my lover boy. I will be his gal. Talking about my chauffeur, yeah, go on and drive me. Talking about my chauffeur, yeah, go on and drive. Go drive me, boy. Go drive it, boy. Talking about my chauffeur, yeah, yeah. Whoa, yeah.
It's the voice of Candace Ivory, Me and My Chauffeur Blues. Beautiful song. Candace, it's so nice to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
We've got to give some props to your piano player, Ben Levin, playing, just rocking it out on the keyboard, returning to WoodSongs. So, Candace, you come from a small town in Tennessee, same little town that Coco Taylor was born in.
That's right, Millington, Tennessee.
So, but now you're home based in St. Louis.
Well, I was born in Millington, Tennessee on the naval base. My family is from Memphis. I grew up in the South, and so I call Memphis home. But
is this where your attraction to the music of Memphis Minnie might have been born? The influence there is
definitely. My family is a big blues and gospel family in Memphis and Mississippi. Like Cedric, I was with my big daddy at the juke joint as well. I was a designated driver, so.
Making sure all the 12-year-olds got home safely, did you?
Right. I became a professional at 14, so it was kind of like I had my first gig on Beale Street at the old Willie Mitchell's Club, which became Legends.
Well, speaking of legends, you ended up with a residency at the Kennedy Center of all things, and
Right, thank you.
now your album comes out. You were kind of planning on this album. We'll talk more about it in the second half hour, but you were planning this album, and the pandemic hit and everything. But now it's the 50-year anniversary of Memphis Minnie's song.
Absolutely.
And then you came out with this beautiful album.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do something for her because she just has been such a poignant, inspiration in my life. But it just so happened that the 50th anniversary of her death, it just was an opportune moment for me to work with Charlie Hunter on it.
Memphis Minnie's story is both amazing, it's musical, and it's heartbreaking at the same time. So we're going to explore that to show why your album is a very, very powerful and important piece of musical work. Her album is called When the Levee Breaks, the music of Memphis Minnie. This is a tune called World of Trouble, very appropriate for these days. Candace Ivory on the WoodSongs Old Time Radio Hour.
Thank you. It's a cold, cold morning. I was out in the rain and snow. It's a cold, cold morning. I was out in the rain and snow. Place to go. Y'all know what? The wind was blowing and the rain began to freeze. Whoa, the wind was blowing, yeah, and the rain began to freeze. Lord, it was so much trouble. Lord, have mercy on me. My friends always passing me by. Standing on the corner. My friends always passing me by. Well, I cried so much. No tears to dry. My brother is in trouble. My daddy just broke down. My maid, he's in trouble. And the Lord is on his trail. It's a cold, cold morning. And I'm out in the rain and snow. Yes, in a world of trouble. I didn't have no place to go.
Candace Ivory on WoodSongs from her album When the Levee Breaks, the music of Memphis Minnie. We're here with Candace Ivory. We've got the incredible Cedric Burnside songs from his new album, Hill Country Love. Stay with us for the second half hour. Wait till you hear the true story of Memphis Minnie and why this is a very powerful WoodSongs broadcast. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to WoodSong Show number 1108, broadcasting around the world by the foothills of Appalachia in Lexington, Kentucky. If you would like to attend a WoodSongs broadcast, you can find reservation and show schedules on our website, woodsongs.com. We'll be back after the break with Cedric Burnside and Candace Ivory on the WoodSongs Old Time Radio Hour. WoodSongs is presented in part by the Kentucky Department of Tourism and VisitLex.com, inviting families from all over the world to celebrate Lexington's 250th anniversary year. WoodSongs is an all-volunteer-run multimedia front porch for artists worldwide. You can visit our archive of past shows, attend a broadcast while in Kentucky, or become a WoodSongs partner from our website, woodsongs.com.
Hi, this is Taj Mahal, and you're listening to Michael Jonathan and the WoodSongs Old Time Radio Hour.
Thank you, Taj Mahal. Welcome back, everybody. It's great to have you here. An amazing show celebrating the different rainbow colors of the blues, and it's just a beautiful thing to see. We're broadcasting worldwide from our home base here at the Lyric Theater in Lexington, Kentucky, crossroads of America's folk and bluegrass music, the gateway city to the magnificent Appalachian Mountains, where so much of this music is born and goes worldwide. And speaking of worldwide, we're on radio stations everywhere. We're on hundreds of stations like 89.1 KCLE in St. Louis, Missouri. We're in the 11 stations of WVFT in Virginia. We're on Red River Radio Network across Louisiana, Northeast Texas, and South Arkansas. We want to say hi to all the folks out there. Plus, we're on American Forces Radio Network that puts this show on the radio. 2 different channels in 177 nations, from South Korea to Kuwait, plus every single military base in the world, every U.S. naval ship in the world, every Coast Guard vessel sailing in North America. And as always, especially these days with what's going on in the world, we want to acknowledge the men and women tuning in out there and the public, bringing them a little comfort of front porch music. We're on public television coast to coast. We're on the RFD television network. Because of that, we get an awful lot of email, and normally we'll have a kid this segment of the show, but we were not able to do that on this broadcast. Here's some email that we get, though. I thought you'd enjoy this. Hey, Michael, we're enjoying WoodSong shows online almost every single day. We still have a lot of catching up to do. We love the variety of style and all its roots. Please tell your crew to keep up the good work. Eric and Martha out in the Netherlands, they sent that. Here's another one. Michael, we tune in WoodSongs on YouTube. We do it all the time. Best regards from CC, the 12-string guitar player in Finland. So there's one. A little closer to home, hey, Michael, this evening your show featured Sister Lala, and what a delight she was. We love her. Thanks for introducing us to an amazing artist, Gail Cheshire from Abbeville, South Carolina. So it comes from everywhere. And they're getting to enjoy some amazing music from Candace Ivory and also from Cedric Burnside. He is a master blues player. What you're hearing is his electric guitar and the powerful drums behind him. It's that simple, but it's that powerful as well. His album is called Hill Country Love. This is a tune called Toll on Thy Life. It is Cedric Burnside on the WoodSongs, Old Time Radio.
a toll on. It can really take a toll on their life. On their life. People will lie in your face to get things to go their way. Even if they know it's not nice, but it can take a toll on their life. 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 It can really take a toll on. It can really take a toll on their life. On their life.
From his album Hill Country Love, Toll on Their Life, Cedric Burnside. Percussion is very important to your style of music.
Oh, yes.
Now, you started as a drummer, right? So
Correct.
Playing with Big Daddy. You were the 12-year-old drummer hiding from the police in the juke joints. We got that on the first half hours. but drums were very important. You're here with a fantastic drummer, Joseph Johnson, and you two.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You two have to be locked in order for that hit to work, because you're only playing the guitar. He's playing the drums, and you're just locked into that tempo so that it works, right?
Correct.
So you're 7 years old, you're in your house, and you pick up drumsticks for the first time, and your drum kit, you were banging on pots and pans, right?
Correct.
So how did it progress from there?
Wow. Well, I got on a drum kit for the first time, and I sounded awful. My Big Daddy and them was playing the house parties, and I kind of just built up the courage to jump on the drums for the first time. And, even though I sounded pretty bad, people was like, man, look at that little young boy. He's going to be good someday, and so I just, kept it up, and, age 13, I was doing my first professional tour with my Big Daddy in Canada.
It's such a warm thing when little kids have mentors that they trust, like Arl Burnside, your Big Daddy, was your grandfather.
Yes.
But here's someone that you trusted him taking care of you when you explored this part of your music. How did your mom and dad feel about it?
Well, actually,
let's set this up now. Grandpa's taking you to play in the bars. You're 12 years old, but you haven't mentioned your mom and dad yet. So, what's going on there?
Well, my dad, Calvin Jackson, he was actually playing drums before I was.
So you replaced your dad?
I replaced my dad, yeah, I did.
And how did your dad feel about that?
Well, I think he was cool with it because he moved overseas to Holland.
Well, there you go.
Small town called Osk, Holland. You know,
so Dad wasn't in the picture at this point.
Correct.
Now, how did you
Correct.
feel as a young boy, though, your dad moving away? Did it make you closer to Big Daddy because of that?
Well, you know, I was always close to my Big Daddy. You know, my dad wasn't really in the picture, you know, before he moved. You know, but my Big Daddy was like my dad. So I grew up with him from a kid till I was old enough to move out of the house on my own.
Well, we need to give some props to R.L. Burnside for taking care of you that way. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
His new album is called Hill Country Love. This is a tune called Po Black Maddie. It is Cedric Burnside on the WoodSongs Old Time Radio.
Oh, that Maddie guy, changing clothes. Girl got drunk, closed that door. Oh, that Maddie ain't got changing clothes. Girl got drunk, throw her clothes out door. Going down Memphis, Cedar, well, it's fair. Freedom going, baby, there. Going to Memphis, see that we'll laugh at. Freedom going, know my baby there. Need no heater, fireplace by my bed. Woman, I got cherry red. Want no heater, fireplace by my bed. Woman, I got keep me cherry red. Woman, I got keep me cherry red. Woman, I got keep me cherry red. Woman, I got keep me cherry red.
With sheer joy on his face. Hill Country Love is the name of the album. Po Black Maddie is the song. Cedric Burnside is the amazing artist. And speaking of amazing artists, she is here in tribute to another artist named Memphis Minnie. We're going to talk about that in a second, but this is a tune off of her brand new album. When You Love Me is the name of the song. When the Levee Breaks, the music of Memphis Minnie is the album. Candace Ivory here on the WoodSongs, Old Time Radio.
I see your face before me all through the night and day. Whoa, before me all through the night and day. And I still love you in the same old way. Now, when you love me, boy, I get such a thrill. When you love me, boy, I get such a thrill. And when you put your arms around me, boy, I can't sit still. Now, when you love me a great long time. When you love me a great long time. And I'll get everything else but you off of my mind. Whoa, some of these nights, you sure gonna love me right. Yeah, some of these nights, you sure gonna love me right. And I'll come to be yours for the rest of my life. When you love me, I'll be yours for the rest of my life. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
It's the powerful and award-winning voice of Candace Ivory. When You Love Me is the song. When the Levee Breaks, the music of Memphis Minnie is the name of this incredible album, very deserving album of everybody's attention. And so, Candace, for the sake of time, let me give a little bit of snapshot of Memphis Minnie, and then you and I can talk about it. She, 1929, she recorded her main song, When the Levee Breaks, after the big Mississippi flood. She was the youngest of 13 children, 7 years old. She starts playing the banjo, eventually learns to play the guitar, gives the guys a run for their money on that, dressed to the hilt, full makeup, full hairdos, everything. She took her presentation seriously, but her career was pretty nominal. By the time Led Zeppelin recorded her song, she was pretty aged in the 1970s, and the royalties from Led Zeppelin didn't come in time. She was put in a pretty ragged, rundown nursing home, and she died unknown, penniless. And it took about 23 years later, Bonnie Raitt came to her rescue. Say what happened.
Bonnie Raitt actually bought a headstone for her, and I would come to see that headstone many years later, and it was a big deal for me. I saw it. It's in Lake Cormorant or Walls, Mississippi, just next door to Lake Cormorant, which I have family who have a church there as well. So it was just really cool to see it and see how many people came by to pay homage to Memphis Minnie.
You know, she did earn a lot of respect. Obviously, the Led Zeppelin recording her song gave her a renewed notoriety.
Right.
you know, and reintroduced her to another generation. But her music affected you, and for the longest time you wanted to do this tribute album to her. What was going on in your musical mind as you were planning this, you know, this? Because it took you a while to get this done.
It definitely did, and it went in a lot of different directions. It just, for me to finally end up with Little Village Foundation and Charlie Hunter and the phenomenal cast of musicians, it definitely took a long time to get there. I wasn't necessarily sure how I would do Memphis Minnie. It's not an easy thing to do and be like, I'm gonna go play Memphis Minnie's music. It's hard for everyone. So I think that I saw that headstone and just realized how many songs from our favorite blues artists are hers.
Yeah.
And we don't even realize it. It'll be Muddy Waters, it'll be, you know, it'll be John Lee Hooker, it'll be Big Mama Thornton, all these.
Be Candace Ivory.
That's right, it'll be me. We're all borrowing her stuff, you know? So we have to kind of give her the credit that's just never been placed there. So
and her stage presentation was very, very unique.
Definitely.
You know, she had a very elegant way of presenting herself as a woman of the blues, and she took it very seriously.
Absolutely.
As you do too. Your career spans many different facets of your musical diamond, not just this. But to give honor to someone like this, you're doing what Led Zeppelin did, what Bonnie Raitt did. You're reintroducing her music to a whole brand new audience. So what is the response you're getting?
It's been amazing. There have been over 50 reviews of this album. I've never seen that in a blues album with 50 reviews, as many as 50, or just the feedback and people calling me and saying, wow, I didn't know I'm taking a listen to Memphis Minnie's music, that was what this project was designed to do, was to make people go back and see the range of her talent and the range of her musicality, and say, hey, this is where a lot of this is coming from, you know?
And how heartbreaking it is for someone of her iconic stature, what she has accomplished in the world of music, that she dies, you know, broke, she's sick, she's pretty much forgotten at the time. She's in this ragged old nursing home. It's 1973. She was alive to know that Led Zeppelin did her song, but she wasn't able to really feel it, to understand it, because she was very sick. Right. And then she passes, and it's kind of a sad thing that happens in a not uncommon way to a lot of artists, right?
I'm coming from a blues family, so I know that story well. You know, we see that, you know, a lot of times in that lifestyle, and especially for women, there's very little documentation, there's very little, you know, photographic evidence. Just the fact that she had all of these recordings that we can go back and listen to is phenomenal.
It is phenomenal. And your album, that certainly describes your album. The name of the album is When the Levee Breaks, the music of Memphis Minnie. It's a powerful album. This is a tune called Hole in the Wall. It is Candace Ivory on the WoodSongs Old Time Radio Hour.
There is something wonderful we can't understand. A rat coming here cutting like a natural man. He got a hole in the wall. He got a hole in the wall. And when he do his cutting, you might have heard the poor gal squall. Boys, that rat is a cutter. You got to understand. He cutting somebody everywhere he lay. He got a hole in the wall. He got a hole in the wall. And when he do his cut, you might have heard the other day, he had cut his wife and about to do his baby that away. He got yeah, he got a hole in the wall. And when he do his cut, you might have heard the poor gal squall. That cat jumped up at him and he got away. Boys, if you don't catch that rat, he gon' steal all your meat away. He got yeah, he got a hole in the wall. And when he do his cutting, you might have heard the poor gal squall. I was over to Old Man Collins the other day. The way that man cried, he's about to lose his way. He got a hole in the wall. Yeah, he got a hole in the wall. And when he do his cut, you might have heard the poor gal squall. And when he do his cut, you might have heard the poor gal squall. And when he do his cut, you might have heard the poor gal squall. Oh yeah.
Wasn't it great having Candace Ivory on our broadcast? Ben Levin on piano, the incredible Cedric Burnside and Joseph Johnson playing drums with him. Two amazing blues artists in a world of the blues. You can take these 2 chords, these 3 chord songs, and just translate all the frustration that people feel, not just in your area, but even around the world. This is a blues-oriented world right now, and this is where artists like Cedric Burnside and Candace Ivory, what you do on your front porch, the blues gets translated to families and grandmas and grandpas on this amazing front porch stage. Use it and never, never, never withdraw your affection as a weapon against somebody, because that is the cause of so much blues. I think Willie Dixon said it best when trying to describe what the blues was like. He says, you can get the blues because your woman leaves you. You can get the blues because she come back home. There's the blues. My name is Michael Jonathan. I'm a folk singer. I am a songwriter, and we'll see you next week on the WoodSongs Old Time Radio. Good night.
You've been listening to WoodSongs broadcast number 1108. Michael's opening song was Sitting on Top of the World from the Walden album featuring Sharon Noller on flute. Our chief engineer is Jerome Galt. Our TV director is Maria Claire. Technical assistants are Brian Clausing, Eric Anderson, Dan Field, and Gavin Clark.
Oh, give her a big hand. So, Jerome, we'll just pop that in from another show. I mean, it's not like it changes a lot, you know? I mean,
It changes a little.
a little bit. We're fine.
It's the spring air.
Is that what the spring air? You did fine. Okay, so let's carry on. I don't think that's ever happened before, right? Good job, Dorothy. She's here every single week, on time, ready to jump on stage. Just like the rest of the WoodSongs crew. Everybody does a good job. So, Cedric, What are you going to sing for everybody?
I think I'm going to do a song called Step In.
Step In, and you're going to be out in the lobby to say hi to folks when you're done?
Correct.
Rock and roll. Rock and roll.
All
I feel the old bird with broken wings. I can't fly back up in the trees. Like an addict fiending for crack. Trying to break the habit, but it keep on coming back. Like a child crying all night long. Hungry for some food, but it's all gone. Please, Lord, step in. I feel like I'm lost and can't be found. Boat with a hole that's slowly sinking down. Like a bully, they put me to the test. Got me paranoid and I can't get no rest. Please, Lord, step in. Hey! All right. Thank you so much.
You guys. Musically, that's tighter than a gnat's butt on an ice cube, as they sing. That's a musical phrase, by the way. This is just something new. So a couple of quick announcements. Troubadour Concert Series, separate project from WoodSongs, but it's rolling on. It has moved officially to the historic Kentucky Theater. Next up there is going to be Emmylou Harris. There's only a few tickets left for that. Joan Osborne is coming. Sam Bush is coming. Riders in the Sky is coming. A bunch more is going to be lined up. Here at the Lyric Theater, the final Troubadour concert here is May 11th. Marty Stewart is going to be here. I think there's like 6 tickets left for that. Because of the reschedule thing, some tickets opened up. So if you want to find out what's going on with WoodSongs and the Troubadour Concert Series, we encourage everybody, go to woodsongs.com, click on the newsletter, and just simply sign up. We don't share your email. It's not sold to anybody. It's exclusively just for these 2 projects. And we have to mention that April 1st and April 8th, there's no WoodSongs going on here at the Lyric Theater. So we will be back April 15th with this amazing, award-winning bluegrass comedy group called the Cleverleys. They do bluegrass versions of, Led Zeppelin, AC/DC, stuff like that. Plus, also on that show is a spectacular quartet vocal group from Australia. So you've got the funniness of Cleverleys, the brilliance of this Australian group. WoodSongs rocks on. So we will be back April 15th. Tax day. So, a place to come and share your blues with some good music, right? So what are you going to sing for us? And thank you so much. I think your album is beautiful. Cedric, same to you. The music is excellent. You two guys are just so spot on. And having Ben back again, is great to have you revisit us. Thank you. All right. Someday you're going to have to come back and just be a piano player.
Be a house piano player.
Yeah, no. The piano player. What are you going to sing for us, Candace?
We're going to do Shout the Boogie. Shout the boogie, oh boy. Shout the boogie, oh boy. Shout the boogie. A boogie, 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 oh boy. Shout the 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 boogie. A boogie, 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 boogie. Watch him go. Trolley car, oh boy, shout the boogie, oh boy, shout the boogie, oh boy, shout the boogie, a boogie, 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 oh boy, shout the 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 boogie. A boogie, 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 all right. Oh boy, shout the boogie, oh boy, shout the boogie, oh boy, shout the boogie, oh boy. Shout the boogie, oh boy, shout the boogie, a boogie, 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 all right.
I got a spare room behind the barn for my Mac attack when I'm on the farm. You click it on, then you click around. See the cyber fun I found. Well, I'm a hayseed of the first degree. I'm a country boy from Tennessee. But on the screen. I'm so debonair, I'm a cyber hunk.